Hello, and welcome to Northcentral Cinema. I'm your host, Joseph W. Smith III. Call me Joe, please. On the last installment, we did a couple of movies that are available now, the new Macbeth and also Death on the Nile. And as I was finishing up Death on the Nile on the last installment, I kind of realized that the director and star of that film, Kenneth Branagh, is having a moment, as it were. Not only is that film enjoying some box office success, but his Irish memoir, Belfast, has been tapped for 7 Academy Awards. So he has arrived, and I thought it would be nice to do a segment on Sir Kenneth Branagh. Now, I should start out by saying, never quite sure how to pronounce his last name. It's B-R-A-N-A-G-H. Years ago, I read an interview with his then wife, Emma Thompson, who said Branagh with an E-R. The internet says Branagh. So I've been pronouncing it kind of both ways for a while. In any case, with Sir Ken, it's kind of hard to know where to start with him. Perhaps the coolest thing about him is, with this latest slate of nominations for Oscars for his film Belfast, he has now been nominated in more categories, not just this film, but over his career. He's been nominated in more categories than any other figure. And his former wife, Emma Thompson, has a similar distinction. She is the only person ever to win an Academy Award for both acting and writing. So I guess both of them have these Oscar distinctives. And I guess that is a good place to start, since the two of them got their movie start together in 1989 in Branagh's blazing adaptation of Shakespeare's play Henry V. He then went on to direct a total of 6 movie adaptations of Shakespeare plays, all but one of which he also starred in. Perhaps the most notable of those are this one here, Much Ado About Nothing from 1992. Wonderfully romantic and funny. It looks beautiful. It's got great music, and what a cast. Denzel Washington, Keanu Reeves, Kate Beckinsale, Michael Keaton, Emma Thompson, and of course, Sir Ken is in it as well. Shortly thereafter, he did a screen version of Hamlet, also star-studded. Not only was he in it, indeed the cast is too long to list here, but it also has Julie Christie, Kate Winslet, Jack Lemmon, Robin Williams, Charlton Heston, and Billy Crystal is wonderful as the first gravedigger. That screen version of Hamlet, it is the only time the play has ever been filmed without a cut to the original text. And as a result, it is a whopping 242 minutes long. That's 4 hours and 2 minutes. It's been said that watching that film is like getting hit by a truck and enjoying it. Branagh went on to do a number of other things. He did a handsome, flawed but handsome adaptation of Frankenstein with Robert De Niro as the monster. John Cleese was also in that, and Helena Bonham Carter. Unfortunately, it was during that film that Branagh and Carter got involved with each other, thus bringing an end to Branagh's 6-year marriage to Emma Thompson. He did a lot of acting. He starred in the Woody Allen movie Celebrity from 1999. Since we're on star-studded casts here, you probably haven't heard of that movie. It wasn't much of a hit. How about this for a cast? This is from Celebrity. In addition to Sir Kenneth Branagh, it's got Winona Ryder, Leo DiCaprio, Melanie Griffith, Charlize Theron, Joe Mantegna, Bebe Neuwirth, J.K. Simmons, Deborah Messing, Allison Janney, Jeffrey Wright, and Donald Trump. Unfortunately, it's not a very good movie. Sir Ken basically plays Woody Allen, and even though he does it very well, it's just too awkward to watch. He went on to do the second of the Harry Potter movies, playing Gilderoy Lockhart. He directed an update of Sleuth, which had been made in 1972. Michael Caine switched roles. From the 72 version, he played the opposite role in the new one. Branagh directed the first Thor movie, which was very good and very successful. He directed a Jack Ryan movie with Chris Pine. He was also in that in 2014. And he also made this absolutely wonderful film from 2015 that is Walt Disney's live-action version of Cinderella. He was not in it, but he made it. And this is one of my favorite movies from the last 10 years. It's just, if you haven't seen it, you can stop this segment now and go watch it, finish up the segment later, and that's how good it is. Branagh was also in Valkyrie, 2 films for Christopher Nolan, Dunkirk and Tenet. Boy, was he good in Tenet. That's just about the best performance from him that I've seen. He played a number of real-life figures. He played Sir Laurence Olivier in a film about Marilyn Monroe. He played FDR. He played the British explorer Sir Ernest Shackleton. And he played William Shakespeare in 2018 in a movie called All Is True, opposite Judi Dench. So right now he's doing very well for himself. As I said, Belfast has been nominated for 7 Academy Awards, including Picture, Director, and Screenplay. And Branagh is up for all of those. And we'll see whether he's able to actually tally any awards on March 27th when that airs. Now, what is Sir Ken doing next? Well, having finished up 2 adaptations of Agatha Christie, Murder on the Orient Express and Death on the Nile, both of which were successful, he has spoken of a possible cinematic universe from her books. She wrote 66 books and a pile of short stories. So there's all kinds of things he could do there. He has also been tapped for a Bee Gees biopic. This has the approval. It hasn't been cast yet, but it has the approval of Barry Gibb, the sole surviving member of that trio. And for Nolan fans, he's finishing a film for Christopher Nolan. It's called Oppenheimer. If you're Christopher Nolan, he's also arrived. You can pick your cast. In addition to Branagh, Oppenheimer has Cillian Murphy in the title role, Emily Blunt, Matt Damon, Robert Downey Jr., Jason Clarke, Josh Hartnett, and Rami Malek. That is a good cast. That is not due till the summer of 2023. So in the meantime, while you're waiting, there's lots of other Nolan films out there. There's lots of other Kenneth Branagh films. There's Hamlet, Much Ado About Nothing, and Cinderella. I can warmly recommend any of those. And in the meantime, if I missed something in Branagh's extensive filmography, drop me a line at robwhitefan@gmail.com. And otherwise, I will talk to you in another week or two with another entry and episode of North Central Cinema. Thanks for joining us.
At UPMC, we're pioneering new ways to treat cancer, and we're working to prevent it. We're advancing new technology to look more closely at disease and helping you breathe easier. We perform the world's first heart-liver transplant, and we're experts at keeping your heart beating strong. We're a global team of more than 90,000, advancing care everywhere and delivering it closer to you. UPMC, life-changing medicine.